What's up, everybody? Topic of today's video, Diamondback tool belts. Why I think you should get one. So let's get into the video. So like I said, everybody, welcome back. If you're a returning subscriber, we are standing inside of my new garage shop, whatever you want to call it. If you've been following along, we recently moved and I've been renovating the house that we're currently in. So we had this garage built and I plan on putting a video out very shortly. I have footage from this garage being built that I wanted to kind of talk about. What can you expect to spend on an outbuilding or a garage, something like this in this current time, 2021, 2022. What did it cost us? So I've got some of those numbers. I also, like I said, I have some footage of this space being built. Like I said, I've been busy working on stuff. You can see that I've been kind of working on my workbench backdrop area, that type of stuff. But we've been crazy busy. I've been working what seems like all the time. So recently I've gotten into really trying to sort out some of my day-to-day work, hand tools in my setups and configurations. I've been trying to get a better system for the inside of my van. I've been changing out a few of the hand tools I've been using, like my hammers, that type of thing. So I will be putting out a video very shortly as far as what I think about the Martinez hammer. I've gotten a couple pieces of gear from Atlas 46 as well as Diamondback, and I just kind of wanted to talk about why I landed on this Diamondback bag, what I think of it, and just kind of go from there. I want to kind of start doing more of these tool reviews in the garage, kind of share what I think about some of this stuff, because I do use a lot of different things from day to day, and I find these videos pretty fun to do. So my history as far as when it comes to tool belts is they've never really worked for me. I've never really found a belt that I'm like, oh, I enjoy having that on throughout the day. They're generally a couple of things. I either try to run some kind of a pouch in my belt and it's pulling my pants down, it's cutting into me. Hammer loops have always generally ticked me off. There's the hammer's hitting me in the knee, or if I put it behind me, it's swinging around, or if I'm in someone's house, it's hitting the wall. And that's kind of what, between switching hammers and looking at a couple of Atlas pouches as well as the Diamondback gear, is what led me down this road. I had tried another smaller pouch recently that just so wasn't working either. And that's kind of just why I wanted to share my information on this. I spent a long time not buying what I would say is a higher end belt or piece of equipment to work with, because I didn't really want to spend $200, $300, $400, $500, however much you want to spend on this. You can spend it and have that same feeling of I just don't like putting it on. So I was so ecstatic that I wanted to share how comfortable that I thought this belt was. Honestly, if something happened to this belt right now and the bag's on it, I wouldn't hesitate in the least to hop online and order another one. As soon as I had the additional funds set aside for it. So that's what I think of it, coming from a place of I didn't even want to spend the money for it. A little bit of background on Diamondback. I think their information says they've been around since, I think, 1993. They don't make anything out of leather that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure they're all nylon constructed equipment, but they stand behind it. It's all very, very well made stuff. I was telling a buddy of mine, a lot of their equipment almost even reminds me of the high quality that comes in a lot of climbing gear. If you've ever done any kind of climbing with like a good harness system or good pouches and bags, like chalk bags and stuff like that, that's what a lot of their equipment kind of reminds me of. And it's all quality stuff. When I saw the types of buckles that they were using on their equipment, They use the proprietary designed Cobra buckle on the front of the bags, which makes for very fast on and off. If you've ever owned any kind of gear with a Cobra buckle on it, you know how good these buckles are. That's a high quality item. So you're paying for handmade in the United States, you know, U.S. employees. It's all quality stuff. There's no corners cut here. It's all the best materials that you can buy. So that's what I was trying to stick with. That's why I mentioned the two companies that I did. The other company that I tried a piece of their gear, and I have nothing against them, it just didn't work for me. And I haven't tried all of their gear, but I wanted to lean more this direction for the purposes of the angled hammer pouch, which I'm going to talk about in a second, was the company Occidental. And they make fine stuff, and I like a lot of leather work. It's just hard to find something with a hammer sheath in leather. So that's what kind of led me to the Diamondback stuff. The lag time on Atlas is a fair amount of time. I don't even exactly know what it was going to take to get my bag in. And again, nothing against them, that just didn't really work for me. So this is actually an Occidental bag that I have on this side of the pouch right now. It's a simple on and off clip style bag. And I bought this to run in conjunction with that other Occidental pouch that I ordered, but it was not functioning for me with the other bag. And as far as I know, there's a couple of bags that Diamondback makes that works a lot like this pouch. It's basically just a fastener pouch with a speed square slot on it. So I wasn't going to order another piece of Diamondback gear just for that when I knew this would work just fine for me on this side. Now they do offer, and I know I'm jumping around a little bit, that's kind of how I tend to talk. They do offer a couple of these more, what I would say is like a fastener bag or a dump bag that you can run on your gear. And these are awesome. They sell these in multiple different configurations and colors and stuff. They're a drawstring top type of bag, which I found would probably work well for me. If I'm doing electric, I can fill it up full of wire nuts, or if I'm doing flooring, I can fill it full of whatever fasteners I'm using or trim and so on and so on. But I like that the top would drawstring. I almost bought their 4-pack of this so I can hang them in my van, and then you can be color coded and have your different fasteners set up for each bag. But even this, you know, they sent me, I ordered a simple, I think it's middle of the road, $25 bag, and they sent me, you know, all their literature, some stickers, different stuff. It's just, you feel like you're getting your money's worth and your value worth, I think, with the Diamondback products. But the biggest reason that I went to are the best way that I've ever found a set of bags that you can really truly work with. Like I said, my issue with running anything really has always been with the hammer. Like I said, it's very fast off and on because of the Cobra buckle. And I'm going to change the camera angle, and I'm going to shoot a couple shots and show you why I like this hammer setup. So like I was saying, the whole thing hinges around the fact that they tell you that the belt is supposed to be worn higher, and he explains why Diamondback does that. All studies that's ever been done on how humans carry weight and load best is studied around carrying it on the tops of the hips. That's how all hiking packs are designed and everything else, because it doesn't cut into the legs and it doesn't restrict the blood flow down the legs. It doesn't cut into your hips. You can still use everything on your belt and in your pockets. It's not in the way. But then the way that this hammer is configured and set up, it's not in my way. It's out of the way. I can adjust the cant of the hammer just simply by adjusting the amount of strap that I have here on the back of it. So you can change the ride and the cant of the hammer as much as you want. You can shift the bag forward or backward however you need to. But it does stay in this location once you get it set because of the Velcro. But the best thing about it is that I can go up and down. My hammer's not hitting the floor. It makes no noise. It's not smacking the wall. But I can go all the way down. I can be working on my knees. The hammer's not hitting the floor. It's not hitting me in the leg. I'm not sitting on it. And that is, I can't tell you how valuable that is to me to have a good spot for my hammer, because there's a lot of times that I'm doing electric or some other type of task that somebody might not always, an electrician might not always have a hammer on them, but I wind up doing different things that I'm working in a bathroom and remodeling, something like that, where I do have a hammer on me most of the day. So that is invaluable to me. So here's a little bit more of an up-close shot on it. The Mazzo pouch, the hammer sheath in the backside with the seatbelt webbing strip like I was talking about, that you can change the ride, the cant of that hammer. The contour belt, that Cobra buckle. Alright everybody, so that's going to kind of wrap it up for me on today's video. That's what I think of the Diamondback pouches and belts. I don't think if you order any of the Diamondback products that you're going to be disappointed. I plan on ordering, more things from them in the future. And, if you've had any of the issues that I'm talking about in today's video with your equipment, drop us a comment down below. What have you found that solved some of these problems? Maybe you own Diamondback and their stuff works for you as well. I've ran some other things, like I said, but I've never found anything that has this level of comfort, quality construction, and several other things that I've already discussed. So that'll pretty much wrap it up for me on today's video. We appreciate you being here. I look forward to making more, plenty more videos in the new shop. I've got several things lined up, coming up, like I said, talking about the hammer, some breakdown stuff of the new garage, several new projects that I've still got yet to wrap up on the house, a desk system in one of our bonus rooms, some outside things. So we look forward to seeing you on future videos. We hope that you come back, hang out with us. We appreciate it. Drop us a comment, drop a like, and a subscribe if you like this video. We appreciate you being here. Take care and have a good day.